early morning from a very wet morning. It was pretty dry and clear skies most of the night. Then the rain moved in sort of, I don't know, 5-6 o'clock this morning. It's rained for a fair while, quite heavy a couple of times. Now it's sort of passing, bit of sunshine coming. We get a mixture of sunshine and cloud today. Unfortunately, none of them two have rattled off there at all whatsoever. It's a bit disappointing, but okay, we've just got to live with this and understand what's going on. I've seen a fish topping the end swim for the second morning in the row at the same time, a little bit closer in than he's fishing, so maybe you might want to change that. Don't know really, but yeah, no, I really can't believe. Yeah, it's a hard one at the moment. It really is. It's a bit of a real headbanger, really. So yeah, be interesting to see what other people are getting on. But it does seem to be, headbanging times at the moment, and I'm really appreciative that I've got that fish right at the beginning. Really, it's not going to be a 4-night blank, but it might be a 4-night fishing trip for one fish. But crikey, we've got to do something about that. We've got to change it around today, turn it around on its, get it sorted out by tomorrow morning. Really have. Right, I'm going to get editing the next part of my video, and yeah, have a brew and see you soon.
Play.
Oh, it's 5 foot out there at the moment, all pretty flat, bit of weed. Got a rod up there, just letting the deacons drift around out there. Hoping to pick up some weed beds really, but it's just pretty flat out there at the moment. Just a little bit of heavier weed there. Oh, that looks interesting. Look at that, 5 foot in the air. Close to the range I'm fishing as well. Right, fellow campers or carpers. I feel I'm camping at the moment, to be perfectly honest with you. Firstly, I've changed over to bigger pop-ups. Decided just got to try and track them to actually pick up hook baits on it, really. Just got to get them out there, get them rummaging, get them being a little bit more visual and encouraging. I've stuck to the bait area still with one rod. To be honest, I've moved off the baited area with the other rod, but not sort of miles. I did sort of put a little bit of bait out in that direction last night. So yeah, sort of trying to get them to long range stuff to get them, maybe encourage them to come in a little bit further, and sort of anticipation that if it did go a little bit right, I would no doubt end up going out long anyway, to be perfectly honest with you, because generally that's what I do. So I've done that, right, a bit long. We put 6 bombs over that area. I haven't actually chopped up the main baited area because I just didn't think it was worth it. To be honest with you, I think there's enough bait out there, enough stuff to track them in. Ian and I got the deeper out earlier. I might put a little bit of footage on that on here. Don't know. There's fish out there, definitely fish out there. In fact, while I was doing it, one topped over my baited area, but as you can see, nothing, absolutely nothing. Already put them in there. It's going to dry out, which is never good. So, oh well, a bit late now. A bit late for that one now, isn't it? Really. Yes, I put pop-ups on one. One's critically balanced and sitting up about 1.5 inches just off the bottom of the Ronnie rig. Ignore that's wind and slightly slack line. The other one I've gone for sort of, I've gone for 2 inches. I haven't done that for a long time. Well, I'm just thinking that these fish just need something visual, need something to sort of, you know, get them going down after this bait, because obviously clear they're not superly interested in feeding on that hunt. We've been watching fish over the last couple of days, so they're out there, they're feeding on naturals, you know. That's just not up for the good old so I just realised I've got to take something out and do something. I had my GoPro earlier on downloading stuff, turn that off, yeah. And now I'm charging up my GoPro, but it got incredibly hot, so I put it in the cool box. You know, you got to do this thing somehow, haven't you, occasionally. That should still be charging, really. Just to see what the charge is, out of interest. Yeah, so I've been charging that, and you like it's fully charged. Let's have a little look. Yeah, it appears to be fully charged. Perfect, so I can get that back out there. So that's my train of thought for tonight. It's, I don't know, really only but try something slightly different. Just try and sort of trick them a little bit into doing something that they wouldn't normally do. Yeah, just go down, pick up a bait. I don't know, really. It's been hard going for these 4 days, but it has in some respects. You know, I think I'm lucky that I've actually caught a fish. It makes it a little bit easier for me. It's not, you know, not completely that hard going. Now, what I have managed to do is I managed to we've got in there then. Yeah, we've got 2 bags of rubbish. Ridiculous. You know, get that tuna in there, that could be a bit leery if the old things come after me. But I'll put the door up so the Rolands and things can't get in. Turn that off, we don't want that to go flat. But yeah, that'll be the line settling down. I've got to sort that out. I'm sort of slacking it down a little bit. That's for tonight. Later on, that needs putting away, that needs putting away. So we like to sort of tidy these things up, really. Try not to break the joint, shall we, while we're doing this? But yeah, we'll just have to see, won't we, whether what I've done comes to fruition. I don't know. So do have to hope. We have tried. A lot of thought into that today. That's why I got the what did I get out? Deeper. That's why I got the deeper out. I just wanted to sort of check out things. But I'm sticking to that bait area. That spot is absolutely perfect. You know, it's beautiful. You know, it's absolutely beautiful. Believe the carp, I think, is beautiful at the moment. So they were there. They weren't far away. So just have to be positive. Be positive that something's gonna come from this. You know, I've done 3 nights in here before, and not had anything until the 3rd night. And you go with 3 or 4 fish. You know, it sounds good. Oh, I've had 4 fish this trip, but they're all in sort of 4 hours on the last night. So you know, it's just got to take this into sort of consideration, if you know what I mean, as much as we really can. Got to take that hat off. I'm hot now. I'll pack my laptop away. Yeah, I've edited my 2nd video as well, so that's quite good. I just got part 3 to do. I suddenly found that I've got 2 copies of part 1, which is a little bit confusing, so I don't know whether one of them's different to the other, so I don't know. Hopefully I can have a look on the other computer, click it up to the bigger screen and delve into the times and see, in theory, the one that was saved the last, or the latest, is the real copy, but I'll do that at home. I'm not gonna bother with that today. Wait till I get home, and I'll do part 3 when I get home as well. But yeah, conditions outside are looking good. I'll swing the camera around in a minute and then show you. Really, it's ace, really, absolutely ace. Ace weather, ace conditions, and I just don't really understand what we're all sort of Well, we're both struggling, and other people seem to be struggling, so we're not the only ones. I'm going to have to go back over my fishing blogs and diaries and things and sort of check whether sort of July has been a hard month for me before. I think 1 July actually ended up going back over to Meadow and staying over there. And I might have done it 2 years, and I think it's because of July being bad. I've got one more trip, and then that's it. I'm off for a few weeks on holiday. Yeah, time-wise, we've got a week away somewhere. Can't remember where we're going. Dorset, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. Should know, shouldn't I? Really, I organised it. And then sort of like a week at home doing day trips and things because my daughter's got exam results, college stuff starting and things. So I might sort of over a 3-week period, I might sort of not necessarily have the 2 weeks consecutive weeks. I might just sort of break it up a little bit. Don't know. We're just going to see how things go. I might have to take some time off to help her out with the college stuff and bits and bobs. Depends if it goes right or depends if it goes wrong, and how simple this process really turns out to be, or stressful and or stress free. Don't know. So I might sort of take a little bit of time like that. Don't know yet. So I might not be back until early September. Well, what an absolute stunning evening it is. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. With well, yeah, and I've been sitting there with the old Weber on and lasagna. Both I've had extra lasagna hanging around, so both had lasagna, bit of salad, absolutely fantastic. We're leading into the last night now. We've changed a few things, I must admit. I'm using sort of a 2-inch pop-up on one and a 1-inch pop-up on another. Ian's done something sort of similar as well, just trying to sort of encourage those carp to try and sort of, well, just have a go, you know, just have a little bit of a feed on something. You know, they've got instincts. You just got to try and sort of get their instincts to actually sort of feed on something and take those hook baits. We'll just have to see whether it works, whether it doesn't work. I don't know really, but yeah, we'll see. We'll give it a go. Yeah, it's a sort of, I'd say it's been hard, very hard. Hard, you know, trying to sort of get a bite and things like that, but yeah, we'll get there hopefully. If not, well, we're back again next week, giving it another go. Well, that's all we can do really. As long as you're here, it's good. You know, it's nice to be out and down the fishing lake and fishing the things and enjoying yourself. See the tower in the background, absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic evening. I don't know if I said this or not. I can't remember what I said and what I haven't said. Pre-baited, 2 rods out, one on the same original spot, one I've gone out long range, giving it a little bit of a go. Just got to try things differently, just try and trick them up or something. And yeah, it'll be nice to catch something, but it's just nice being out here. There's one guy on the bottom lake, there's one guy in the middle lake. Ian's wandering back down here now. He's sort of topped up the water for a cup of coffee and a brew tomorrow morning. Should be nice. And yeah, see where we go, see what we do, and yeah, try and catch some fish. But look at that view, absolutely blooming gorgeous. Really, really is. There we go. We've got the water for tomorrow morning for the old coffee. Just can't argue with that. Need a coffee in the morning. Got to get your coffee to wake you up, keep you going and things. So yeah, absolutely superb. But there we go. Well, wonderful surroundings. Conditions looking, that's absolutely fantastic. Beautiful, really is beautiful. But there we go. There we go. It's been 3 long days. We finally got there. After changing tactics several times, it's finally paid off. And a daylight fish, which is superb. Get way better photographs in the daylight. Absolutely stonky, isn't it? What a fish. I'll have to weigh it. I think it's going to go sort of low 20s, to be perfectly honest with you. But we'll see in a minute and we'll find out. I'm really happy with that. Oh dear, brilliant. Right then. Oh dear. Superb. If I can get down here without accidentally drowning. Let's see what we've got wellies. I can't down this place. Oh, there we go. Nearly £25. Look at that. Look up. Oh, I've got to go because I've got a wet arse. Brilliant. Perfect. Happy days. What a beautiful sunrise. Absolutely gorgeous over the lake. It's about 5 to 5 at the moment. Absolutely beautiful with this light. Really is lovely. What a beautiful morning. Hey, there we go. Well, it certainly is a gorgeous morning out here. I've just run and done a trip up the car. So I'm still not sure what the weather's doing. It looks a bit iffy in a few hours. So I thought, well, I'll go and do one trip, got that sorted out. Rods are now back out. They weren't exactly on the right spots. I cast them back in the middle of the night last night. So that could be why I didn't catch anything else, but who knows. One was in a quite reasonable spot and the other one wasn't too brilliant, so could have had something to do with it. So the bivvy's looking particularly empty at the moment. I've got my little what I call the day chair, which I can get out and sit outside. Wind's starting to pick up. It's one of the reasons why I didn't recast. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it, really? At the moment, there is. When I was up the car coming back, you can actually see a cloud bank way in the distance. I think that's that sort of cloud bank that's going to cause me a problem. So just have to see, really. Don't know. Can't see it now. I'll generally wait until 7 o'clock before the office update their forecast. And you get a good picture of what's going on. So like the shadow, but there's not a lot of way around it, really. Just wanted to come and have a look in here and see what it looks like in here. Pretty good, really. So yeah, it's looking nice over there. As always, the purple flowers, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, there's a wispy cloud up there. I didn't notice that up there. See, there's stuff coming in, but yeah, I looked in the middle of the night when I was up, turning around losing fish and remaking stuff, and yeah, at 9 o'clock looks like could be some rain coming in, sort of between 9 and 10, so I might suddenly decide I need to be gone by then if it updates itself. So I don't fancy that is all dry. I don't fancy packing it up in the wet, so just have to see. But the rods are out there, so you never know. I might be able to spring a last minute reprieve on losing one. Don't know really. Just have to wait and see. Yeah, it's cool. That is that. Just noticed that actually. Sort of cool little line that's going across there. Yeah, that must be the beginning of the cloud front, and there's even some stuff over there. So nothing behind me, so it could easily go past me and above us. This is what I need the update for. Let's see if it actually goes above us. Just who knows, really. We shall see. But yeah, it was. So you've seen the fish I caught in the daylight last night. I haven't actually told you why, didn't I? I just remember that. Yeah, about 11 o'clock, I think the trailer must have picked me up or something like that. on the same rod, and yeah, nothing struck into thin air. Wasn't really belting off. There's nothing there at all, realistically. I thought it was really come running towards me at one point, but it soon worked out that it wasn't. And then about nearly 2 o'clock, I think it was, absolutely howled off again. Got the fish 3/4 way across the lake. In fact, sort of, you can't really see, there's a little wind line down there in front of me, probably 3 or 4 rod lengths off. Got the fish sort of all the way into there, reasonably well under control and everything. I didn't precisely know exactly how far out it was at the time. I do play the fish with the head torch on, because you have to sort of check the angles of where the line's going, whether it's going off up there into that snag or off down there into the snaggy trees down there. So head torch is always on, but yeah, it just bolted and spooked at one particular point. Whether I accidentally shone the head torch directly at it, I normally have it pointing in the sky, but I was stepping down those steps at the time there, so maybe the head was down and it just bolted off. And I thought the latch was a little bit looser. It wasn't. Just, yeah, the blink went, which is sort of supposed to be the thing that goes rather than anything else, which is a bit of a shame, really. That should sort itself out eventually. Yeah, so I had to do that last night, and at the same time I sort of realised that, because I heard another couple of fish out there, it might be an idea to put the other rod out that distance as well. So I reeled in the right hand rod and I've cracked that out there, because it sat on that baited area in the middle. Nothing since the first fish the first night, and Ian's done the same for the last 2 nights, rough at the same distance. So I just don't think they're coming this far across at the moment. Really don't. Did you see that? That was a nice one, and that was, out on the range I'm fishing at the moment, that one was. So yeah, just hope it goes a little bit left, which is a shame, because it looked like it was going right. And that the area was. It's quite funny actually, because I cast out in the night, and that was sort of not far off where the right hand rod had ended up, which was not where I wanted it, so I moved it. There you go. What's law, hey? I think the kettle might be boiling, so I'm going to bid you farewell for now, but that's basically the night update. I've done a trip up the car, redone my rods, got them back where I wanted them. That's just happened there. It's quite funny. Yeah, so it's time for brews now, because I haven't had a brew yet today. Right, let's go. Right folks, I have to shout this one. I haven't got my microphone on, it's a bit windy, so there you go. We've both checked the weather forecast, both agree it's time to get out before we get any of this rain stuff. Everything's dry, bivvy's dry, it's all dry, apart from the unhooking mat, because I forgot to hang it up to dry it. But yeah, everything's dry, and unless you want to sort of take your chances throughout the day, we're pretty doomed for a pretty wet day, with maybe a few breaks, but I don't think it's going to dry everything out. And I must admit, going home with dry stuff does make the end of a trip that, well, I would say hasn't been brilliant, but it's actually turned out to be a lot better than I think, to be perfectly honest with you. A lot better than it has, and a lot better than it was. So yeah, dry stuff is a real bonus sometimes. So I'm in a bit of a rush, so I'm not going to hang around. And yeah, I shall catch up with you soon. This episode might not be quite as long as I was thinking it's going to be, but you never know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you soon. Right, that is me completely and utterly done. There's a little bit of drizzle in the air, so I'm gone. See you later, folks.